Everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the show Sunday morning. Hope everyone has a nice is having a nice sunny warm day. We're starting to warm up a little bit here. We had snow, man, snow yesterday. It was awful waking up to a huge snowstorm. Daniel Rodriguez, Ant man, how's it going, Ant? Shadow Team Smoke. John Rice, what's going on, my guys? What's up? What's up? Man, oh man. Okay, so construction 4.0 as the topic today. It's always an open discussion, and at any time you guys would like further clarification, just at me in the comment or at me in the chat, or if you're on the replay, leave your questions down below in the comments, please. If any of the links that I share today, you can ask me for them now live in the chat, or you can ask me for them in the comments section after the video publishes, and I'll gladly post those links. I'm not putting the links in the descriptions anymore because YouTube doesn't really like the external links thing. So I'm definitely just going to be I'll just post them in the chat or in the comment section after. I do have YouTube links, of course, right? To hey Vince, how's it going, Vince? Good morning. Going very, very good, man. How are you? Right on, dude. Glad to see you here, man. Nice to see you, Vince. So yeah, anytime you guys want the links, let me know. I'll post them either here live in the chat or in the comments. Construction 4.0 is the. You know what? Let's just jump over to the page, and I'll show you. Once I add. I got some. I have some really good examples. I got video and some websites. We'll check out this first page here because it explains what we're looking at, right, for Construction 4.0. This is the European Construction Industry Federation, and this is a pretty good resource for terms and definitions and things like that, right? In simple terms, Industry 4.0 means the fourth industrial revolution, i.e., the digitalization of industry in general, right? So the digitalization. Now, the first industrial revolution, the mechanical production plants, right? Late 18th century, the steam engine, right? The second would be the shared mass production, late 19th century, so mass energy, electricity. And then the third industrial revolution, process-controlled mass production, the 70s of the 20th century, so computer, ITC, NC control, right? Now, the fourth industrial revolution, distributed, virtually supported, single pieces mass production. So that's internet, sensors, and online, the cloud. Production, manufacturing, early 21st century, right? 21st. See this here? 21st. Right? 21st. The 21st. So cyber physical systems. Good morning, Amos, my man. What's going on? Happy Sunday morning, guy. I'm curious if anybody now is experiencing any of this digitalization right now. What types of tech are you using now on your jobs? I mean, compared to say 20 years ago, when when did I, for how long? So I'm 40, so I started 15, so I've seen 25 years of development in the industry. And I'm gonna tell you, when I started, there wasn't even cell phones, man. There wasn't even cell phones for communication. Everybody was still communicating on two-way radio, right? When I was in high school, that was kind of like one of the courses they taught us was how to use the hand radios, right? William Logan, good morning. Mr. William Logan, how's it going, man? Happy Sunday morning. But yeah, I'm telling you, we didn't even have cell phones, right? What what makes it so interesting is that every single other industry has adopted this new technology basically already, right? Like they've been working with it for like probably a couple of decades, almost, maybe some of them, right? The When the cell phone first came out, like it wasn't even a smartphone where you could type on or anything like that. It was just for calls and then text messages, right? Miss Patty Broussard, hashtag array artist. How are you? Nice to see you this morning. Um, yeah. So what's new with Patty? I have been seeing you've been busy, eh? Yeah, you've been busy working with that video that you and everybody put out with Needy. It was awesome. It was really cool. I enjoyed that. I don't think I've left a comment, but I will. I think I watched it through Discord. That's why I didn't leave a comment. But yeah, I'll have to get over to his page and rewatch it. It was really good. If you haven't seen it, guys, Vince or anyone, that's a good video. Patty actually can link it if she wants right now in the chat. Amos. So yeah, so what do you see now on sites, right? Like we have we're using tablets and laptops, right? We now have the computers, laptops, with internet connection on the site now, right? Like right in the trailers, and it doesn't matter really where we are. Everywhere, like I've been across the province, like way north and in the middle of nowhere, and we still have internet, right? So everywhere we go, we have internet now, which is incredible. So now what do we have, right? So we're using tablets and our cell phones, our smartphones, right? And they all have screens and they're and cameras and microphones, right? Like it's come a long way. So now, this is the thing. We have connection between people now with this technology. So now what we need to do is integrate all the processes into that technology, right? So that it's done while we're communicating, if you know what I mean. Amos, this is Construction 4.0. And yeah, Patty, yeah, awesome. Yeah, it was a really good video. It was really good. We're talking about Construction 4.0, so the fourth industrial revolution. So we've talked about Industry 4.0, right? And we did touch base on a lot of the construction stuff, but early this year, like just 2019 has been an unusual year for the market and the economy, right? So the things that we were predicting late in 2018 are like things have shifted, and I see that this tech will be more widely adopted sooner than we think. Right, it's crazy. Like now that we're the owners and everybody's educated because everybody has the internet and access to the news. And if you're a big builder spending millions of dollars, you're gonna be current with what new technologies are coming and all that. Right, you're gonna be smart about it. Right, and I can tell you that a lot of projects will be held back to see to get this technology till this technology comes out, right? It'll improve quality, they say, and reduce costs, right? So and that's and the carbon footprint will be less and all that, right? So there's that link, guys, if you want to copy and check that out. There's the link for the it's like a 1 year type thing, and like there's a whole bunch of creators involved in it, and it was really good. If you're not subscribed to Needs More Subs and you're a creator, then get subscribed to him, and yeah, check his stuff out because he's pretty cool. He does really neat stuff. Even if you're not a creator, you can of course still, but if you're a creator, you gotta get over there and get subscribed for sure. Excuse me. So okay, now where the heck am I? So BIM, right? So now we have the technology that we can communicate with each other, right? So we have cell phones and tablets, and we can use our tablets to talk to cell phones and vice versa, and we can talk through the laptops with the phones and everything. Everything's all that tech is integrated, right? It's all anything with a microphone and a camera, or you know what I mean. Not even necessarily camera, but a microphone and a connection, right? You can talk one way or another. Excuse me. So what next? Okay, so it's kind of like there's one term like having a digital twin, right? Which makes a lot of sense. Having a digital twin is like is the building itself, but having a digital twin, right? The drawings and everything like that is on like on a computer. Let's say just say computer, and the the designs, everything, every trade and every person in management has the same file. It's only one file. And the like the BIM, like the all the trades and conflicts will be worked out in real time. Like this is where the drones and things come into play on site, right? Where they'll be scanning the sites and getting as built, right? So the drawings, like the drawings will then become the as built as the building goes, and it's the everything is in real time. Okay, now if you could think about that, when it was not even 10 years ago, it was like you could wait up to a month to get an RFI back. You would it would be in the general conditions that it would be like 2 weeks from receipt that you can get it, that you'll get a response, right? And then there was like a chain of people still that it would have to go through, right? And for every different person that the RFI would have to go through, it would be an additional time to get it back. So like that's what I mean. Sometimes up to a month, right? And yeah, CAD to a whole new level. That's right. Yeah, AutoCAD's amazing. They're of course they're gonna be right there, right? They're gonna be a big part of the BIM software. They're always gonna be right there. Sorry that you're probably getting that slurping, but the what am I thinking here? So CAD, right? So there's software like CAD and like Bluebeam, for example, right? If you could get all your coordination and planning and scheduling, document control, everything under like one platform, just think about that, how efficient that is, right? There's more eyes on it, and everybody has access to the same information. You don't even need to print anything now, and this is where augmented reality can come in. Okay, excuse me. You can have a tablet, for example, even your cell phone, whatever cell phone, anything with a camera, basically. All right, hold the tablet up, and you can, through the camera, it'll project onto the tablet the plans, right? So you can see what it'll look like, those spaces before it's even built as well, right? In real time. I'm sure there's many other things you could do. You could probably walk up to completed walls and go back to the as built and then see exactly where the pipes are and wires are. You know what I mean? Think about that, right? You'll know exactly where everything is. Just hold the tablet up, right? You can find the wires, pipes, everything that was put in is there. Having access to big data, right? That's big data. Before I switch this page, let's go BIM, building information modeling, right? Means various things depending on the context. Building information, and that's an umbrella term for management and everything. Other terms are also sometimes used. BIM is central to Construction 4.0, but is not the only element. Crucially, BIM can change the construction industry and facilitate construction, of course, right? So what is challenges and opportunities? Bringing everyone together. Construction 4.0 is likely to demand new business models. Holla! Hey, Slap Happy Jelly. Well, shout out to Scotland. Right on. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Let's I'm not gonna like if you guys really want, we can go into this stuff, but I'll see if we cannot get these questions answered with the other pages first. I'm just gonna put this one off to the side for now. So we got a couple videos as well to check out. Yeah, Scotland. So construction 4.0, right? The working environment of the future. So this is Ham. They're a roller manufacturer, right? A Wort Gin Group company, right? So you can see here camera sensors, alarm, or no, that could probably Wi-Fi. Sorry, alarm. Jesus. Um, Sensors, all this stuff, right? Look at this camera inside, camera, sensors, all that stuff, right? So at Ham, the developers are thinking not only about the next machine generation, they're also focused on the effects that current mega trends will have on road building in general and on compaction in particular. Here, the globally leading roller manufacturer is pursuing a holistic approach taking into account the hardware aspects, that is to say, trends in machine technology as well as those relating to software, such as, for example, questions concerning the role of people in the construction process of the future. In the technology center, this is from BOMA 2019, right? So immerse themselves, in the Ham future. That's kind of neat. Yeah, you see this, like it's automation, right? Like, these guys are. This is really neat, though, right? Like the way that they can, they know, like this. Lost. Did you guys lose connection? No. Oh, it looks like you guys might have lost connection for a minute. That's the second time that's happened. I wonder what that's all about. Let me check my connection here. Oh, not that. It might be. I might be on the wrong network. Hold on here. This is not. Um. Yeah, he did, eh? That's so weird. I don't know why that's happening. That's the second time that happened, right? Last stream that happened as well. Damn it. That really makes me mad. Why would that happen, I wonder? Um I have to talk to him about that. But in any case, yeah, I haven't even tested the whatchamacallit out after. So the machines are neat. The sensors will they can determine the if the compaction is correct, right? These guys are just basically like safeties, fail safes basically in there, right? The autonomous vehicle, like it's all gonna be autonomous, and as if these guys weren't like, lazy enough, right? Sorry if you're a road guy, but I just don't think it takes three guys to hold one shovel. But anyways, just a joke, guys. Anyway, you can see, right? So they're all communicating with one another. Even the different types of machines, the trucks ahead. Look, see the trucks as well. There's the cloud, satellites. So they're communicating with head office. They're just thinking about how all these things, how many things are communicating with each other, and transmitting data. So in real time, the management or owners or whatever can see what exactly is going on their site, right? It's really cool stuff, right? It's going. If this is like factories, think about that, right? They're basically going to be making construction like it's it's fully automated like a factory is, right? It's just look at the equipment it still takes to build things, right? Mountain Rain, love is love. Thanks for popping in. How are you this evening? Oh man, I think my one vape broke, darn it. um Yeah, right. Pretty neat, eh? So the construction site of the future, digitalization, electromobility, and globalization are already changing our world today in many ways. Nevertheless, rollers will continue to be needed for the compaction of soil and asphalt in the years to come, albeit with growing requirements in terms of process efficiency, precision, and transparency. Haim identified this trend at an early stage and equipped the rollers with numerous assistance systems to aid the driver as well as for process documentation and optimization. Right? So, um, like I said, real time communication. They're anywhere in the world at any time, right? I'm making it. It was. Oh, was it a crazy night? Aw, right on. You feeling it? Right on. So glad were able to make it. Just got these new wireless Bluetooth headphones, so I have no more cords for my headphones, and I don't have that stupid microphone that I never used either. Right? Even when I'm gaming, I don't even use that microphone. I always use this one. Right? Oh, I shot a video last night. I'm so proud of myself. I actually shot a video. I stayed up late. The kid, like, it's impossible to shoot when the kids are awake. I'm lucky. They're really nice. They're really good now. They're upstairs. Oh, you know what? I never fixed up this page yet. Really. I mean, I did change the name too, but I got a video shot last night, which I'm really happy about. I'll probably get that edited. It'll be my first video edited in Premiere. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump into Premiere. You know, new name, new software. It's gonna be and Photoshop too. I updated, and there's a bunch of new features. So I wonder what if the other software updated too. So, anyways, back to Construction 4.0. Yeah, I think you guys will like the video too, eh, Amos, and all that. It's maybe I won't. No spoilers. No spoilers. So yeah, the work environment, sustainable construction, autonomous, right? GPS documentation system, right? Look at this roller though. Like this is totally autonomous. There's not even a place for a driver. So keep that in mind, guys. Like they're not even planning to have drivers in the future, right? Like the industry itself. Yeah, so the studio builds, like I'm saying, guys, like it's been cold. It's been really, really, really cold. It took a long time to dry up, and it's still cold. Like we got snow yesterday, right? Like we got tons of snow yesterday. I want it to dry up because I want to make it nice. I need to get the ground thawed up and all that so I can do the concrete. I'm doing concrete all the way around because it wasn't done right. It wasn't done. It's just like right on slab, and there's no gasket between the bottom plate and the slab. There's no caulking. There's nothing, right? So the water, when the snow melts, it comes in and it's leaking, and for however long it's been eating away at the OSB and stuff like that, right? So I'm gonna peel back the bottom layer siding all the way around the outside, and I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna go. Gonna come out 4 inches, so like the drywall will finish right on, just to pass. Cause I'm using 5/8, but you know what I mean. Because yeah, I'm just so I can't. I gotta wait for it to dry, guys. I know, but there's other stuff I'm working on. There's upstairs. I'll be able to start building the new fire mantle. Like I'm gonna be doing like the cabinets around, or not cabinets, but shelving and new fire and like mantle piece or whatever around the fireplace upstairs, and doing the moldings and all that. And so I'll start filming that. Is what I'm gonna do. Right, so yeah, so I gotta fix that. I gotta put concrete, just a little like a little grade beam all the way around. The wood will be like the wood's there, but I'll just drill rebar down and uh, yeah, right. So that's just so that the water doesn't come in next year, right? Because if I wanna put like expensive equipment in there, I don't want water getting in there. You know what I mean? So There's a lot of work to do before we really get at it, but it's gonna be good. It'll be a good build. But I do have a plan. I do have a plan for content, though. I think you'll like it. You'll see my next video when it releases. Like I said, I'll probably get it out tomorrow, Tuesday at the latest, and then you'll kind of see the direction that I'm gonna go for like filler content or whatever. And it's good. You'll like it. I know you will. You're gonna learn a lot. So, excuse me. But yeah, like they're not even planning for drivers, guys. Like, look at that. It's clear as day right there. Right. Let's see if we have. So these videos, I darn it. You know what? Like, hey, Scully, what's going on, man? How's the grind? It's good. How are you? How's your grind, bro? Yeah, we're 852 subscribers. Which is great. All the new people and the growth. It's been fun. It's been really cool. Okay, Amos. I know. Trust me, I'm really excited, but it's I really want to plan it well as well. Yeah, I know. It's no driver is pretty crazy, kind of freaky deaky, right? Um, they really want to they're gonna get rid of us because we're expensive, all right? Uh, no, you guys aren't getting. Hold on, you're getting no audio. I can tell. Let me just switch out this. I gotta put it to the. Oh, it should be on there. Why isn't it picking it up? Is it because it's wireless? I wonder. Ooh, that might be a thing here. Hold on. Can you hear the video? No, I don't think you can. Weird. I wonder why that's not working. I wonder if it's because it's wireless, but that shouldn't matter. If I go, oh, you know what? I just have to find the right one. Oh, there we go.
Tasks in car
Yeah, there we go.
manufacture since the early 1960s.
All right.
Now,
So I'm gonna I'm just gonna rewind it.
Flying
This
factories,
video
automated
was in
production lines,
2016.
and green
Okay.
construction robots may all sound like science fiction, but in reality aren't that far-fetched. Project development and construction company Skanska UK has been awarded a £700,000 government grant to create the next generation of construction robots.
robots have been used for routine tasks in car manufacture since the early 1960s. Now the traditional UK construction industry is on the verge of a robotic revolution. Qbot was recognised by the Chartered Institute of Building in its International Innovation and Research Awards. The company has designed a robot for applying underfloor insulation without the need to pull up floorboards, reducing heat loss in homes by up to 86%. Skanska UK, the UK arm of the Swedish contractor Skanska, has just won a £700,000 government-sponsored grant to investigate the potential application of robots in off-site manufacture. Sam Stacey is Skanska UK's head of innovation.
What we want to do is to work out how to bring robotic techniques into the construction industry to make what we do more efficient, to make it safer, to make it greener, and reduce where possible any jobs which are difficult or dangerous or tedious for humans to carry out.
Skanska UK is drawing on the expertise of specialised robot manufacturers ABB Robotics. Its general industry sales manager Mike Wilson says robots are capable of handling a multitude of tasks within the construction industry.
We will start to see robots being used for welding things, for handling heavy objects, for assembling some of the modular operations or modular parts that they have, for cutting holes.
So why has it taken so long?
I think some of it's a mindset thing. The car industry has been using robots for a very long time, and they understand what they're about and how to make the best of them, whereas construction hasn't really been thinking about using automation in that way. They've had traditional methods in terms of how they produce buildings, and it's taking them time to adjust to new ways of doing things.
And spearheading the new ways of doing things are flying factories, like this one set up by Skanska UK in Slough. And it's projected that with the use of robots, flying factories like these could be producing up to 5,000 units in the very near future. But change doesn't come without challenges. Sam Stacey again.
When we bring robotics into construction, it'll affect our supply chains, it'll affect our designers. All the different organisations are going to be affected in their different ways. They're all going to have their own agendas. So managing the relationships, managing the collaborations is going to be as important as making the technology work.
Technology is pushing construction forward at an unprecedented rate. And as the cost-cutting and time-saving benefits are factored into project costs, it will only be a matter of time before robots like these become a familiar sight for the new-look UK construction industry.
Robots.
So yeah, and this is back in 2016, right? It's an older video, and yeah. So we're talking about, like, in the chat there, that a lot of people don't want to work in construction, right? It's a tough job. Like, it's a hard job. It's it's a physical job. But the thing is like, building stuff itself is cool, right? I love working with my hands. I love building things. I work like I work at a good pace. I'm a good worker. I produce a lot of good quality product, right? And it's like it's the way things are managed. It's the politics, it's the management, it's the whole business is screwed up, in my opinion. It's like, I think this tech is going to make people more honest, right? Because there's more transparency in the project, and it's that's just what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, well, exactly, Mountain Rain. That's true. Like, construction was something that that's what it was supposed to be for me, right? Something to fall back on, and I ended up getting stuck in it because starting at so young of an age, like, I was making good money by the time I was out of college. Sorry, the jobs were like $35,000 a year, right? Like, who's gonna leave an $80,000 job, $80,000 a year job for a $35,000 a year job? It doesn't make any sense, right? Well, here's the problem, right? Now that I'm 40, I'm still making the same money. I mean, like, I can make up to 120,000, right? That's about where I'm at. Okay, so I could be making that in an office right now. You know what I mean? Working half the hours, and you know what I mean? Not destroying my body and dealing with all the stress and the pressure, and you know what I mean? Like, that's the problem. Like, I've reached the cap in construction. Like, I just, there's not a lot of more money in it for me unless I go into big management or start my own company. But, like, I don't want to. I don't want to. The market's flooded. Things are changing in it. The tech is all coming. You know what I mean? Like, plus that's for me. It was something to fall back on. I'm a creative person, so you can imagine how much I do not get along with my.
It's Boo.
You? Little monkey. I was trying to get her.
It's Boo.
Yep. Yeah, she's okay. Come here.
It's Boo.
Yay. I don't want it.
It's Boo.
Say hi.
It's Boo.
Say hi.
It's Boo.
That's pink.
No Boo.
Is it blue inside?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say hi, everybody.
It's Boo.
Yeah. Wave hi. Wave. Oh, I love you, babe. So, you being good for Mom? Yeah? Yeah, it's been quiet up there. Okay, so go tell Mom I said hi. Go. I love her. I could hear her running. I was gonna grab her, scare her. Would I be? No, I wouldn't. That's another thing too. Like I've worked in the office, Amos. And yeah, William, management wants results, not excuses. It's been that way for decades, and it's not. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Oh God, I'm like the industry is at a stage right now where the new technology, the new building methods like modular building, building things in panels like offsite in a factory, is screwed up the pricing so much. The margins are so low that everything's hurry up, right? Like that's why tens of thousands of more guys are dying every year. Okay, is because of the push, the rush. Okay. I'm and like yeah, as a creative person and a person who is like a solid humanitarian who is you know, like I you know, like I don't get along with any of my managers. I never have. You know, they love my results, right? They all love my results, but they don't but they you know, we don't see eye to eye on things ever. You know what I mean? It doesn't you know, and I'm an easy person to get along with, right? Like I don't I just don't do things that I don't want to do or that are unethical, right? But there's a lot of things I will do. You know what I mean? Yeah, mountain rain, that's kind of what I want to do. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. If I can upgrade them, make you know, if I can upgrade them, hey, and make them, you know. Oh, look at both the girls are here. Say hi.
Hi.
Right on. Okay, I'm talking. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, unicorn. I love you. Okay, go sissy and go upstairs. Okay. Oh my God, they're awesome. Yeah, and I love YouTube, and that's what I mean. Like I was in like I did a lot. For people who really know me here, you guys know like I grew up with like living two different personalities, two different lifestyles. Okay, like there was the way that like my social life was taking me, right? Like and then there was the way that like my personal self was going, okay? And like I was saying, I was into English and literature and music and arts and like theater. I did started theater really young. I even like as community service for probation. I went to volunteer at a live stage theater, and it ended up working there for 2 years. You know what I mean? As a volunteer, you know. But I became the house a technician for a couple of years. And it was awesome, you know. I did a lighting and sound, and then when we were doing shows like in school and things like that, I was able to be a stage manager and all that, right? And I even directed a pretty big play at one point. I think I was 17. Yeah, I was 17 years old. And I'd show you that. But anyways, I'm an artist, right? And I worked in the film business after college, right? In set construction and props and rigging and stuff like that, right? So I'd like to keep this up, you know, and but yeah, film it, do it all on YouTube, yeah, you're right. Buy and sell houses, flip houses, renovate them, you know, that's and film it all too, right? That's kind of like long term thinking, right? But that would be ideal. Yeah, right. Scully, I have. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Now it's time to like, I'm at this age, right? You know, I'm gonna pick something and stick with it, right? And you know, being really lost and not knowing who you are for a long time too. It kind of that's what happens, right? But yeah, like I said, lately I've been finding myself, and I know what. Oh, I love this. The smell of the theater is amazing. Yeah. Like I've slept in the theater so many times just doing during shows and stuff like that. But yeah, so anyways, we don't get along. We just don't get along. Yeah, the portrait of an artist is a young man. Yeah, right. This is the World Construction Forum. This is in 2019. I wonder, like, so let's see what it is. The World Construction Forum 2019 is dedicated to selected themes that will contribute to the promotion of key role of construction engineers and civil engineers in general in improving life quality and sustainable development. The WCF 2019 will be supporting exchange of knowledge, expertise, practices, and visions in construction engineering, contribute to achievement of several sustainable development goals, SDGs, so clean water and sanitation, innovations in infrastructure, sustainable cities and communities, climate action, renewable energy, partnerships for the goals. So this is a neat one. I like this here. Okay, partnerships for the goals means like IDP contracts, right? So that's integrated, or IPD contracts, integrated project delivery, which would be like P3 type contract as well, right? So P3 IPD type contracts, where everybody is a prime contractor in a sense. Okay, the owner holds all the contracts, right? And they all work together in a profit pool. Okay, so everybody helps each other achieve the goals, right? It's sharing information a lot. You share information a lot more because everyone is equally affected by things, right? So you understand the gravity of that. Like the traditional design bid build contract it draws a line between prime contractors, subcontractors, owners, consultants, you know what I mean? Like all the architects, engineers, and everything. Think about all the contracts here, there, blah, 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 everywhere. There's lines and there's a bunch of bullshit, right? So with an IPD contract and P3 contract, it's everyone is on the same level, you know what I mean? And so the flow of information is a lot smoother and critical, if you understand what I'm saying by that, which is neat, right? So the partnerships for the goals is administration stuff like that, right? Which is cool. So yeah, look, so these are themes. So energy in the 21st century, resources, efficiency of built environment, Construction 4.0, Advanced Construction Engineering, Cultural Heritage in Digital World, Disaster Risk Management and Governance for Resilient Communities, Engineering Capacity Building, Digitally Engineered Built Environment, BIM, right? So Digitally Engineered Built Environment, that's cool. So BIM, Lifecycle and Facility and Asset Management. Right on. That's neat. So I'm just seeing if there's a date. Theme 1, whatever. Yeah, like wind power, nuclear power, water energy, solar energy, sustainable energy. That's weird looking. Cultural. Yeah, like natural disasters been look at that. Look at all the piping, right? This is like, if you guys haven't seen a project that like this, this won't open. Like, see if you can see all these pipes, right? Or yeah, if you haven't seen like a refinery or something, like, man, oh man, building a refinery is like, let's see here. Actually, there's a Halliburton here. I don't know what this guy is talking about.
This is Sarah Junick with Drilling Contractor. Today I'm at the 2019 IADC SPE International Drilling Conference in The Hague. I'm speaking with Maury Lang, Director of Digital Solutions with Halliburton. Thanks for being here with us today.
Thanks, Sarah.
Can you tell us what is Well Construction 4.0 and what is it not?
Yeah, sure. I think probably start with what is it not. It is not a single product. I think the days of a piece of software that you pull out of the box and install, it's not there. Well, Construction 4.0 is an approach about how we connect, collaborate, and open source develop technology with our customers and our customers' partners. It has 4 key elements: planning, design, execution, and optimization. If you think about drilling automation in particular, it's built on a reference framework that goes from the enterprise all the way through the rig site. Well Construction 4.0 is about doing all of those pieces and bringing them together on an open platform for collaboration.
What are some of the components of Well Construction 4.0?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Sarah. So during the presentation at the most abstract level, it's plan, design, and execute. But it includes specific technologies about wellbore pressure management, bit design, and our latest product offering and wellbore placement in Sperry's iCruise and Logic's
What's up,
Drilling
Wheelrow?
Automation
Wheelrow's in
Director,
the
where
house, man.
we're automating the drilling
Wheelrow, before you
parameters
go, I
on
wanna show you
surface, but we
something,
also
too.
have a digital twin embedded inside our
after this
tool,
video.
providing autonomous wellbore control downhole.
How does Well Construction 4.0 facilitate connectivity and collaboration?
Hey!
Well, it's an open platform, Sarah, and really it takes a bit of maturity to adopt that. We have to accept that what we're
Yeah. We listen to this guy talk forever. He's just not going to show us anything. He's just talking. But yeah, whatever. We already know where he's going with all that crap. Like, oh, what did I do here?
he does get filed. The
Oh, I see. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Anyway, so like they have these drilling. I think there's a page right here. Yeah, right here. They have some pretty cool tech. Halliburton is a massive company, guys, and like you would expect them to be right at the forefront of the adopting construction 4.0. This is a tool. Check this weird looking thing out. Okay, this tool is the tool that we designed for steel stud framing. Okay, it's magnets, right? There's magnets, and what it does is it's for 16-inch spacing, right? So I do a lot of 6-inch steel stud framing. So with these, I got two, right? There's two. I can these, I don't have to, all I have to do is lay out the first 16 on the wall, and then these one right here, these things here will hold the stud in place, right? Hold the stud in place square, like clamped, right? So it's magnetized, so the steel it's clipped to the track, right? And then it clips the stud square, so it's like clamping them and everything. You can screw both sides of the stud, right? It doesn't move or anything like that. It's beautiful, right? And the spacing is perfect. 16 on center every time. It's little tiny tools like this that will speed up production. There's a lot of competition, right? Like even piecework rates are going down. You know what I mean? Like, so you're gonna see a lot of weird stuff like that coming out probably, right? Like, that tool, it takes away a lot of different processes, right? Like you don't have to run out your tape, draw all your centers out. You don't have to clamp both sides, right? It's all done in one step, right? It's a pretty handy tool. So piece working, 6-inch steel stud, those things are great. But yeah, like so Halliburton right here, right? So like they have this drilling thing that is like one of my close friends is on this project, the Geopilot type project, right? Where it was the world's first self-drilling or self-guiding drill bit or whatever, right? It's pretty cool, right? Yeah, those are pretty neat to have. Not many people have them. I don't even know what the company's doing these days. But I know they sell for like $180 Canadian each. So, what are you doing?
I'm just getting something.
Okay. But yeah, so why Well Construction 4.0? With Well Construction 4.0, you can seek to minimize planning cycle times, reduce drilling costs with predictable authorizations for expenditures. So that's a good point too. The all this software, while it's communicating, it can plan and schedule and order things, and like, it's crazy, man. Like, wait till the other end can automatically receive the orders and process them. You know what I mean? And then autonomously ship them. Like, this is crazy, guys. Like, the way it's going it's insane, man. Like, it's crazy, right? Um, Continuously optimize well designs to reduce inefficiencies. Yeah, right on. This is holistic field development planning solution. So field development results can fall short of plans. Most operators are facing the challenge of improving confidence in development plans and ultimately improving return on capital. To improve return on capital, planning should remain alive in the later stages in a way that allows for optimal commercial and technical decisions throughout the well construction process, or any construction process for that matter, right? The holistic field development planning solution continually updates as constraints arise from the field and office during the project's design and execution phases. Right? That's well said. There, look at this pad, right? Who would not want that pad, right? Wow. Rich people, eh? The construction does not escape the processes of digital transformation that is taking place in other sectors. After what has been the boom of Industry 4.0, it has already begun to talk about Construction 4.0, an unstoppable trend which leads to achieve the highest levels of quality and efficiency. Not in vain, some studies indicate that in the last 2 decades, construction has barely increased its productivity rate, while industry has done so by 200%. So that's huge, guys. Like, not in vain. Some studies indicate that the last 2 decades, construction has barely increased its productivity rate, while industry has done so by 200%. So we saw it in the car industry, massive layoffs, right? Massive layoffs in the car industry. We'll see the same in construction. That's simple as that, right? Thus, it is a paradigm shift that, according to some experts, could bring the productivity of the sector multiplied by 5 or even by 10. All right. Silly. So what? So thus, it is a paradigm shift that, according to some experts, could bring the productivity of the sector multiplied by 5 or even by 10. Two of the great endemic evils in the sector that could be tackled are the deviations of objectives, both in terms of time and costs of work. Right? The great endemic evils in the sector that could be tackled are the deviations of objectives. We see it on site all the time and every day and everything you do, right? Yeah, live stream bomb. Yeah, right. We see it every day on site. Like, everybody's like on a different page. You know, like, nobody's coordinated with one another. Nobody knows what the hell the other trades are doing. Nobody knows anything. Like, you have weekly meetings. The foremen sit down and have weekly meetings, right? And talk about things, but nothing gets properly communicated to the workers, right? Like, it's crazy. There's just so much disconnect. Neil, how's it going? Crypto Cruising. Good morning, man. How's it going? How's your weekend been? How were the clubs this weekend? Were they fire? So it's a highly inefficient industry, right? And like, that's what I mean. And like, there's the guys who are good are carrying the weight for so many guys that aren't good. It's insane. And management has no idea what's going on in site. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's just, it's it's a joke. It's an absolute joke, guys. Management is so stupid. They believe whatever the foreman or the superintendent tells them. They're not there. They don't see anything. The workers are always the last to, you know, they're just peons. You know what I mean? Like, that's all all workers are. In the end, you're expendable to them. And trust me, the management they're not going to give up their position to you, right? They'll lie, cheat, and steal to keep their jobs. So what is Construction 4.0? The first thing we have to understand is that it is not a mere software update. It goes much further, using emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence or the Internet of Things, among others. The revolution starts from the architecture studios themselves, where professionals will count on systems capable of calculating more complex structures. Oh yeah, true that. Busy man, yeah. Oh, one more tonight. Oh man, right on. Yeah, mountain raid. That's the thing, right? Like, it's the less people that you involve in it these days is the better. Like, it's crazy. The bigger you get, the more people you bring on or involve in a project. It's like, you know, the worse it gets. And it shouldn't be that way, right? But it's crazy. Brandon, what's up, man? Good morning, sir. How's it going? So, count on systems capable of calculating more complex structures. So, this is interesting to me because, like, everything will become more complex, and like when we can start 3D printing the walls with all the wires and everything, pummeling and everything in them, which will happen. It's going to happen eventually. Then, like, think about what we could achieve in the terms of, say, water treatment plants and industrial things like that, right? The science, right? Like, the more complex systems we can build, the better, right? The cleaner we can make the water, the air, whatever, right? Like, from technology comes technology, right? So, oh yeah, look at this. Moreover, the robotization of certain tasks will also be one of the great novelties in the coming years, avoiding people the hardest or most dangerous jobs. Also, the autonomous robots could analyze the state of the work, comparing if it corresponds with the plans of the architect that has loaded this in its system, right? Right? A robot would have the plans right there. You know what I mean? As the robot is building. Think about that, right? We would have the plans on our cell phones. Like, I'm always looking on my phone, right? Because you can expand and blow up and stuff like that. I'm always looking on my phone with the plans. So we technically do have the plans on us at all time, but not every worker has access to the plans. If you're smart, foreman, you would do that. You would send them, but foremen don't do that. They keep the plans to themselves, and they don't teach anyone how to read them. So, you know, I'm gonna teach you guys how to read prints, though. BIM, AI, and big data, right? Like 3D printing, okay? And we know AI, 3D printing, training. So yeah, training is crucial, right? You have to train new workers on the systems, right? Like how to operate the robots, or, you know, all kinds of stuff, right? There's be a lot of training involved. I wonder what this video is about.
Disruption is all around us. We have more data, means of communication, and computing power at our disposal than ever before.
Oh, this
There's
is an
an explosion of technology impelling the job site into a new era. Imagine the possibilities that exist for transforming the business of construction. This is the future of making things. Autodesk led the shift from the drafting table to the computer screen, launching the era of documentation over 30 years ago. Advances in digital technologies led to building information modeling and the era of optimization. where projects can be visualized and simulated before breaking ground. Today, mobile devices, the power of the cloud, and big data are changing everything.
That's right,
and ushering in the era of connection. In this new era,
right.
the boundaries between design and build, planning and execution, construction and operations are disappearing. In the era of connection, BIM, Building Information Modeling, improves predictability and reduces project risk by putting data at the center to connect teams, insight, delivery, and assets. Data in the cloud brings together designers, contractors, and subs, and puts information at the center of the project. Connected teams stay in sync from the office to the job site and can quickly resolve issues and improve outcomes. Connected delivery extends digitization to the construction site, facilitating work efficiency, quality, and safety. Design intent is translated into flawless execution that saves time and money and reduces risk. Connected Insights captures, creates, and computes enormous data sets to align planning to performance. Stakeholders can also learn from operational data gathered across the entire project lifecycle. With connected assets, operational data is collected and made available from construction through ownership to prioritize maintenance and plan future improvements. Welcome to the next era in construction, the era of connection, where BIM forms the foundation for success. Are you ready? This is the future of making things.
Right? Right? Like, man, oh man. I just don't know what to say. Like, it's the future of making things. BIM, connections, right? Like everything's connected, and like I mean, like everything, like you'll get an answer for an RFI. It automatically, it won't even go to the architect anymore. It'll just analyze the data and give you an answer, right? It's insane. This is a long video. I'm not gonna play this.
IoT, powering the digital economy.
When was this? This is 2017, eh? I didn't realize it was so long. Nothing going on there. So, what's this one? Orange, Belgium. Okay, here's a. I'm gonna go and refill my coffee.
In grote projecten gaat soms wel eens tot 10% en zelfs meer verloren aan foutmarges.
Never mind. Actually, so this is in a different language. This guy's talking about overages, right? So more goes into margins of error. Sometimes with large projects up to 10%. What's it saying here? Sometimes with large projects, up to 10% or more goes into margins of error. Yeah, that's right. If you know that profit margin on large projects is 1.5 to 2%, it is clear that there is ample room to make a slightly higher profit or build less expensive buildings. That's all I have to say about that one, right? Digitalization in the construction industry. I'm gonna go fill my coffee.
I'm generally not actually using the term BIM. I'm usually trying to talk about digital ways of working. And that's partly because I think people have come to regard BIM as something like a model and something contained, but we're really talking about digital processes, that business processes driven by data that cut through the construction sector and the built asset industry. And I think the point is that with real data, you can operate much more rigorous business processes from, if you like, cradle to grave and through the whole life cycle. And that exactness that using data can give you is a real opportunity to be more efficient in your own practices and have to control over a lot more of the risks. So there are benefits wherever you sit in the value chain from having more rigorous business processes based on data. And the code, if you like, the code that we've used for the last few years has been BIM. I think we will soon find we move beyond that terminology.
If a building model is a digital representation of a building, then there are lots of different kinds of information that are used across the building's life cycle, And these could all be connected to the building model and used used for planning, used for design, but then used beyond that to help organize the construction process, but also then to manage the building, the asset over its life cycle. And this, all these processes take different kinds of information. So I think we're just beginning to define those informations in a way that they can be efficiently connected to models and then used and consumed across the whole building life.
Clan guy, what's going on, man? Hey, man, I'm so sorry about yesterday, dude. I can't believe I missed that. I was watching Nick Nimmin's stream. It was like 6 hours long yesterday, man, and he hasn't been on in like I don't know how long. It was at least a month, I'd say. And he goes live every Saturday. And I totally forgot that he was going to go on. And when I saw that, I'm like, yeah. And then I got so distracted, I forgot about you, man. But yeah, dude, we'll have to catch me. I'm always around now, right for now, anyways. Dyslexic this morning. Oh yeah, Vince Mountain Rain. She is a contractor. She has her own construction company as well. And I was asking her about we could talk to her about what it was like for women going into the trades and stuff like that. So maybe getting something going there, which would be interesting. Was this interesting, this video, or was it? I don't know.
When I got into Vim, the first thing I was information. So probably 6 or 7 years ago. So when I started seeing it, yeah, I saw the importance of the model, but then I started looking at the data and really, and I was with an owner at a large Department of Energy agency, and they're data centric. The design and construction are model centric. And what's happened is the data needs to be the one that comes in now because they can accept it.
All right, Patty, have a great day. Thanks for coming. Yeah, you have a great day. I don't know. Was this video interesting, guys? Let me know. Oh, I just lost a spot. I'll keep playing. It looks boring, but I missed it. So if you want to watch it, let me know. Powering the digital. Oh yeah, this is a 25-minute one. This is 35 seconds. Let's see what this one is. Whoa. It's too funny. This is 2018, so. Oh, that's just introducing people. That's too funny. And that's the Halliburton guy. Oh gosh, have you ever seen this? The ICF? These are the insulated concrete panel, or the ICF forms, right? These are insulated concrete forms. So you got your rigid on both sides, you got your rebar, everything in it.
Years ago. The Pantheon is the best
What's that about? Anyways, okay, so that's construction. So there's, that's ICF right there. Oh.
ICFs means faster installation times, maximum safety from natural disasters including hurricanes and tornadoes, a 4-hour fire protection rating. Your building is being built to last and retain its value. Nudura, along with its manufacturing partner Polyform, the leader in design and manufacturing of ICF since 1963, is the largest provider of ICFs in North America.
Wow, eh?
Nudura is a proud primary and founding member of the Insulated Concrete Forms Manufacturers Association, ICFMA. The ICFMA commissioned Kleb Laboratories to do a study comparing a traditional insulated wood frame cavity wall to an insulating concrete form ICF wall. The results of the comparative study provided a 58% better R-value RSI than the tested 2x6 wood wall assembly.
58% better R-value. 58%, right? So these are, you got rigid insulation both sides and concrete in the middle, right? It's filled with concrete. There's the old school steel stud way up there, right? And old school. I can't believe I said that about steel stud. That's crazy. But I can't believe everything. Yeah, that'd be great, Mountain Rain. Yeah, we'll set that up. We'll definitely set that up. That would be good. I have a couple of links that I like. There's something too, like it's a big deal right now. Women in construction is a big deal. I've been seeing a lot in different news and like posts and stuff about it. So people are talking about it right now. So this might be a good time to jump on that and talk about it. So, but yeah, these are neat though, eh? Like round and whatever. You see, they have the bar and everything in there, right? I wonder what else he's going in here. Fast brick robotics. So they, of course, bricklaying robots we already know about. See, mortar. This is that what's this one? The mule bricklayer. They can lay block, brick, whatever, right? It's insane. They're developing the drywall robot right now. Look at, there's the Guardian. That's the manned robot, right? The Guardian GT by Sarcos, right? So exoskeletons, Sarcos, right? 3D printing. Yeah, man. I really like the ICF. I do. But yeah, check out see this wall they're printing. That's different, right? And they got this squiggly line in there for structure, right? So 3D printing. Yeah, look at that right there for the steel. Look at this one. Oh man, what's this all about? Cool gadgets and stuff. Oh man, did you see that? That was a breaker attached to the scissor lift.
Step with something more mobile, made for smaller hand. Power without pain.
Look, you gotta check this out.
We made the Exo Zero G to deliver
breaker?
Power without pain for professionals who work with heavy tools.
Holding it.
We wanted to take the next step with something more mobile, made for smaller hand tools. So we created the Exo Vest.
The Exo Vest.
You put the vest on like a backpack, then strap in your arms. Turn on the lift assist and you're ready to go. The ExoVest uses springs to lift your arms with 5 to 15 pounds of lift assistance per arm.
Wow.
The kicker is it's all mechanical. No batteries, no cables. And it weighs under 10 pounds, so you can wear it comfortably all day.
Under 10
The
pounds.
ExoVest is perfect for a variety of overhead applications, like manufacturing, overhead drilling, laying pipe, and cutting and grinding.
Or hanging drywall. So yeah, look at these. Construction robotics. The mule, right? That's the bricklaying robot. I don't know what they're going on here. They're lights around your hard hats. Lights. Lights. Oh, it's like a hard hat for a hat. Like a shell, right? This is the mule. This is the bricklaying robot. I did do a stream on this one before.
For decades,
hey, yeah,
masons
me too,
have
Memos.
created impressive
Really
structures
cool.
around the world. Structures painstakingly erected with meticulous and long-lasting foundations.
Nice.
From the company that brought you Sam, they are now revolutionizing the way we lift
Stacking
and
wood.
place block materials. Construction Robotics introduces the Mule, a new and innovative construction tool designed specifically for the block-laying mason and the retaining wall contractor. The Mule assists the installer by eliminating the weight of the block. The Mule does not self-perform. It's an assisting arm designed to greatly reduce the stress factors associated with the repetitive heavy lifting, while simultaneously increasing productivity and finished quality. Versatility is one of the Mule's key factors. In the younger generation
They have a fully autonomous one, right? Like that stacks the brick and block as well, right? They do have a fully autonomous.
When your job
like the construction robotics, they have like one that fully is automated and lays the brick and all that, and pours the mortar, everything, right? The guys just have to come behind and finish it, I think is what that is all about. Look at that. Economy weight. Sure. events today. Yeah, so this is like BIM software here almost, right? Like site management, home workers, project zones, reports, manage company, manage site, assign wearables, subcontractor, da da da. So yeah, software, right? That's crazy, dude. So standardization for construction 4.0. Yeah, it's crazy. They're also building one for drywall, right? Like you guys know the drywall robots that are coming out. Or you know, those are gonna be pretty cool. Those are gonna be pretty cool. But I'd like to race one. You know what I mean? I'd like to say, yeah, you, me, now, let's go. Proposed actions for finished built environment stakeholders. Digital transformation of industries and societies has gained such speed and pervasiveness that it has earned the epithet of Fourth Industrial Revolution, or Industry 4.0 in short. The construction sector, the benefits of building information modeling are becoming generally acknowledged in both building and infrastructure projects. Also expected to be seen in many asset management operations as well, with strong emphasis on information sharing enabled by open standards. At the same time, we hear new fabulous developments in many fields of digital technologies. What are you doing, silly?
We are making a foot.
Not down here. Upstairs. I'm done. Go upstairs for now, please. There, let me help.
But there was more room down here.
Oh, it's wet. You gotta dry it out. Okay, go upstairs. I'll be done in 20 minutes. So you gotta wait for me, okay?
I'll just stay right here.
Please go upstairs, honey.
Fine, go ahead.
Okay, come on.
Ah.
I love you. Here, take that. It's dry. It needs to hang up, okay? He built her own house, 5,000 square foot, 2 air conditioner units, 9-foot ceilings downstairs, and a loft upstairs, 6 bed, 4 bath, 2 kitchens. Wow. My electric bill each month is only $200. Wow. Wow, that's impressive, actually. Wow, well done. Well done. Yeah, I would like to build a whole house one day for myself. That would be sweet. That's like my dream. So here we go. So with a strong emphasis on information sharing enabled by open standards. At the same time, we hear new fabulous developments in many fields of digital technologies, artificial intelligence and automation, Internet of Things and 5G, blockchains and quantum computing, and whatnot, right? So that's like deep machine learning and augmented reality and stuff like that, right? So one might wonder who needs BIM and standards anymore if we are soon going to have digital twins in clouds anyways. Yeah, right? Oh, yeah, look at this. The speed of technological development tends to create confusion about the actual direction where it all might be going in the construction industry and how soon in practice. That's the thing. One thing seems obvious, though. Information will be the fuel and a major asset as well. So, yeah, they're cuties. Yeah, they're busy today. Yeah, they usually don't come down that much. This is the thing here. The digital benefits of digital twin. Kitchens in the basements are like second kitchens are huge in some like Italian families and other in certain European countries, right? Like 2 kitchens is a very popular thing. The digital twin follows all modifications of the real building and dynamically readjusts itself in case of recorded performance differences. So the vision of Construction 4.0 refers to the Fourth Industrial Revolution and is a fundamental challenge for the construction industry. In terms of automated production and level of digitalization, the construction industry is still significantly behind other industries. Nevertheless, the megatrends like big data or the Internet of Things offer great opportunities for the future development of the construction sector. Prerequisite for the successful Construction 4.0 is the creation of a digital twin of a building. BIM, with a consistent and structured data management, is the key to generate such a digital building whose dynamic performance can be studied by building simulation tools for a variety of different boundary conditions. Along the total life cycle from design to construction, operation, and maintenance towards remodeling or demolition, the digital twin follows all modifications of the real building and dynamically readjusts itself in case of recorded performance differences. Thus, for the whole lifespan of the real building, performance predictions generated with the virtual twin represent an accurate basis for well-informed decisions. This helps to develop cost-effective operation modes. Example, by introducing new cyber-controlled HVAC systems. The digital twin may also analyze the building's dynamic response to changes in occupation or energy supply. It also indicates the need for building maintenance or upgrades. Hey, upstairs and downstairs, yep. A big rancher, nice. Oh, nice, Mountain Rain. That's cool. So June 13th, you guys can go to this. It's a conference. CIF Digital Construction Summit 2019. See, like, this is the sort of things I'd love to go to, right? Boom. Let's see here. Where is it? So topics, right? Bytes and Mortar and Construction 4.0, the digital future, roadmap to BIM 3, the Internet of Construction, cobots, 3D printing and robotics, offsite manufacturing, computational design and automation, and architectural design process, construction industry, IT support and real-time collab, big data, yeah. So it's in Europe. I wonder where it is. Oh, look, these are some big vendors. TopCon.
Hello.
Hey, sweetie. I love you. You gotta go upstairs. Oh, Dad, okay? I love you.
Why do we need to go down?
Cause. So Kingspan is a like the insulated metal panels, IMP like IMPs, and different types of cladding, but mainly the insulated panels. Look, HP, Diatech, Storm, Impute Technologies. That's wild. TopCon and Kingspan are like the only actual ones I know. Or HP, of course, but. So the venue is in Dublin. So Croke Park, Dublin. That would be nice to attend one day. Yeah, so look at that. A member of the Global Industry Council, GIC, discusses the rapid transformation within construction and why now is the time for change. This year, like, has been slow. It's been slow for construction. Okay, like they predicted growth at like initially at 6%, and then it went down to like, or I can't remember. There's a page coming up here actually that'll tell you. I think it's right here. Slower growth, yeah. So construction spending notched its 7th consecutive year of growth in 2018 with a total construction spending 5.4% increase from 2017. It was so they forecast 2019 to be 4.2%, but it's actually realistic. It's only at 0.3% right now, so it's like it's been cut to like a quarter, it was cut half twice. Sorry, the growth. The actual growth is only at 0.3% this year, so it's really slow. Construction's slow this year. So tech funding and adoption, right? Labor woes and material costs. So the unemployment rate's up another 1.1% from where it was. So, but yeah, like offsite construction, man. Oh man, like things are changing big time. Look at that integration across the ecosystem, standardization, digital talent adoption, return on investment heading in the right direction. A time of change. So it's right. It is time for change. Like the industry can't get more screwed up. That it needs to start repairing itself. Like it needs to start getting better. Like there's a reason why there's a labor shortage. You know, I can't even, I'm not even gonna say it because like if you are in the industry, you know what I'm talking about. Like we know, like it's really tough working for construction companies these days because it's like yeah, it's just like a fucking it's always a rush. Like it's just time is money, right? Like they just want more production for less money, right? And less liability on them, more on us. It's just not worth it anymore. It's not worth working in construction. You kind of gotta be stupid to work in it now, and that's the problem, right? It takes that's what there's a lot of those kind of not very intelligent people working in it right now in commercial, right, and industrial, because it's like, yeah, that's what they want. They just want mindless kind of drones, you know what I mean, just to do work. Hey, yeah, and man, yeah, smash that like button, guys. Right on, dude. Thanks. So Airbus, Industry 4.0. So they're building a factory that automatically builds these solar panels for the satellites, right? Is what this is about. We're not going into that. Halliburton, not going into that. So yeah, I don't know if we. Oh man, there's some different robot stuff here. I don't know what exactly these are. Right? Remote controlled something. So construction robots are coming.
Rapid developments in robotics and artificial intelligence are ushering in a new age that could profoundly change the way we live. From smart houses to self-driving cars, the applications of AI and robotics are virtually limitless. The construction industry is by no means immune to these developments. It's an incredibly exciting time for our sector, as numerous pioneers and research teams develop robotic technology to take over dangerous or highly repetitive tasks, improving quality, productivity, and efficiency. Here, we delve into the roles that robots are starting to play in construction and look at how they will affect our industry in the future. Before we start, it's important to be clear on the difference between a machine and a robot. While all robots are machines, not all machines are robots. Ultimately, what sets a robot apart from a machine is its ability to be programmed to undertake complex tasks and to operate, at the very least, on a semi-autonomous level. While a worker lifting a heavy load with an exoskeleton might appear robotic, the process is still controlled and operated by the worker. The same can be said for drones. Though they are able to carry out a series of tasks, at present most commercially available drones are controlled remotely and are unable to perform those tasks without human interaction. Arguably, the most prevalent type of construction robot at the moment is the mechanical arm. While stationary versions of these robots have been in operation in factories and on manufacturing assembly lines for years, portable adaptations are now being developed for use in all manner of tasks on construction sites. Able to be programmed to perform a range of repetitive and labour-intensive activities, such as moving materials, tying rebar, building masonry walls, and even 3D printing structures, these robots are set to have a huge impact on the industry, reducing accidents and greatly increasing productivity.
One particularly prominent example is Odico Formwork Robotics, who have developed a robot that uses hot wire cutting to develop complex double-curved concrete molds. Traditionally, this time-consuming and costly process was used sparingly in construction. Now, these robots can be programmed to create intricate formwork molds with a higher degree of accuracy than a human worker and in a fraction of the time, unlocking complex designs and helping to make them a reality.
Wow, that's
This
incredible.
particular robot looks set to work on Zaha Hadid Architects' Lushan Primary School project in China. Meanwhile, in bricklaying, SAM 100, developed by Construction Robotics, claims to be the world's first commercially available robot for on-site masonry construction. There's also Hadrian X, developed by Fast Brick Robotics, that can 3D print and lay bricks, completing the superstructure of a conventional masonry home in just 2 days. In the world of steel reinforcement,
Yeah, you bet, Mountain Rain. Thanks for coming. I'll reach out a little bit later as well and see if we can link that up. Yeah, I'm so glad you made it. Laser tag. Oh, that's awesome. Oh man, that sounds like fun. Yeah, man, I can't wait for summer. We can be outside, man. Like it's just still so bloody cold out there, man. It's just insane, right? But yeah, so there's a lot of new things coming. Like this is rebar tying. That one robot was 3D printing the brick, right, and laying it, right. That's insane. This guy here was 3D printing the bricks and laying them. There's no mortar, but I'm sure they could add that, right, quite easily to that process. You know what I mean? It's amazing. But yeah, wow. Itchy. Let's see what else.
print and lay bricks,
So glad you came,
completing the
Mount
superstructure
Sharon.
of a conventional masonry home in just 2 days. In the world of steel reinforcement, TieBot, a robot developed by Advanced Construction Robotics, has been trialled tying rebar on a bridge project in Pennsylvania, one of the first examples of a robot undertaking
Stopping it again. They're using this robot right now here in Edmonton, on a bridge project. It's a bridge widening project, and for the light transit, like the LRT lines. And I seen this actually
activity on a live construction site. There are also rapid developments coming out of ETH Zurich's National Centre for Competence in Research, Digital Fabrication in Switzerland. Researchers here have developed in situ fabricators that can build masonry walls, construct steel reinforcement structures, and even assemble timber frame buildings. Robots are also entering construction in the form of autonomous rovers equipped with high-definition cameras and sensors that allow them to navigate their way around sites. Able to identify and avoid obstacles, robots such as EffiBot, developed by French robotics firm Evidence, can follow workers carrying tools and materials.
Wow. Oh, now
Even
they come
more
out with that.
Is this rover by Doxal that uses high-definition cameras and light imaging detection and ranging, or LiDAR sensors, to carry out building site inspections, comparing progress with design models and programs.
Oh my god. So we were talking about drones doing that too, right? So just imagine these little guys crawling around site and drones flying at the same time. Like, that's the thing. You won't need there will be no need almost for field engineers anymore, okay? Like, these guys will be going around site all day continuously, where the, Apar's in Turkey, yeah, man. Yeah, he's been around for a long time, since the beginning, eh, bud? Like, yeah, very, very beginning. Okay, so, yeah, like you can see the imaging, and they're using LiDAR imaging, right? Like, it's amazing, guys. Like, it's amazing. So they analyze
to carry
that
out
data.
building site inspections, comparing progress with design models and programs. Moving things up a gear, complete autonomous vehicles and plant are able to transport materials or undertake specific tasks in accordance with design models. Activities like excavation or grading can be carried out around the clock without the need for breaks, greatly enhancing efficiency and reducing costs. Prominent examples include Volvo's HX1 dumper and this autonomous dozer developed by Built Robotics. While we are only just beginning to see what robotics could do for construction, there are already more advanced robots in development that could one day replace humans in certain industries and job roles altogether. Whilst this might sound daunting, the rise of robotics and indeed artificial intelligence is likely to lead to the creation of new job roles and opportunities that we haven't yet imagined. If you enjoyed this video and would like to get more from the definitive video channel for construction, subscribe.
Holy cow, man, this robot's insane. Right? This robot's insane, man. So you heard it, right? Like, they'll be able to work around the clock, right? Around the clock working. They'll never get tired. You know what I mean? Things will get done quicker. And think about that. You know, they'll never need a break. They'll be working around the clock. Nobody's going to die. No one's going to get injured. The jobs that these will create are be safer jobs. There'll be more need for engineers and designers. So you can see, right, there is a huge labor shortage as it is in construction, right, and nobody wants to work in it for various reasons. So why not fill the gap with these robots and stuff like that, I guess. I think that it'll be interesting to see what happens. Like, there's still very highly skilled trades people out there and artists that can do amazing things. So I think that custom building like that will, like the prices will increase, right? Like the need or the demand will shift, right, to the upper class, right, and things will change. It is what it is, right? Like, you computer programmers and engineers and robot builders and service techs and even the coordinating and all that of the construction project itself. You know what I mean? We're going to be learning them a lot more. It'll be more technical. You know what I mean? Like old school managers that just like 2-finger type on the keyboard. That's the thing of the past, right? It's just the thing of the past. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking of Construction 4.0 and where things are going? Because wow, right? Like I keep saying, everything is gonna change, and it's gonna be it's good. It's a good thing, I guess. Like I was saying, like dudes, like I'm just so sick of working in it myself because of the bullshit, right? Like, I like It is already Mini Spot or already doing building inspections autonomously, right? It's crazy, man. So yeah, the challenges that the challenges and opportunities that Construction 4.0 offers, right? The linking BIM and robots, okay, so that robots receive important new information in real time and can adapt their actions accordingly and transmit important information back so that the BIM, in this case model, is updated. Eventually, robots will learn and transfer important data to each other. However, currently robots need operators and their capacity to learn is only rudimentary. Moreover, the layout of construction sites changes daily and robots currently need to be reprogrammed, updated every time there are changes to the layout to avoid collisions and etc. Drones are making previously difficult and dangerous activities easier, and they are used, for example, to survey tall buildings, meaning that such risky operations no longer need to be done by workers, and time can be saved because scaffolding does not have to be erected. However, they have a limited load-bearing capacity, so they are useful for moving light materials only. There's also certain nuance factor, as drones can be noisy. Right? Omakina Construction 3. Oh, it has a skid steer, eh? Awesome. Prefab, 3D printing, Construction 4.0. So Construction 4.0 will have an impact on jobs. Productivity is expected to increase, but the exact consequences on the workforce are not yet known. Some familiar tasks might eventually disappear altogether, and it is highly likely that many manual jobs will be automated. That said, this does not necessarily mean that the jobs will disappear. It just means that they're going to need smarter people, right, to do smarter things. So, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be able to drop out of high school and start in construction anymore, right? You're going to have to go to college and get a degree or whatever, right? You're going to have to be educated to work in construction. That's what that means, right? It is what it is, right? But all right, guys, that was a good stream. I had a lot of fun. We talked a lot about Construction 4.0 and the industry, the future of things, how things are changing. Yeah, lots of guys and girls came into the chat, which is really always awesome to have. Like I said, the subscribe count is at 852 subscribers right now. We're growing at a nice pace, and yeah, man, thank you to everybody who came today. Appreciate it highly. It's always fun. Every single Sunday morning we're here at the same bat time, same bat place. And like I say, I'll be releasing a new video here in the next day or two, and it'll be a good one. So hopefully I'll be getting into some pretty cool stuff to teach you guys, and I'm excited about it. You'll be able to tell probably from the video itself, but I'm gonna run my end card, and that'll run for, like I said, 20 seconds or whatever, and I'll be ending the stream here right away. But again, I love you guys so much. Thank you all for coming. I'm gonna pop over to the end card here. You're so welcome, Amos, man. Thanks for coming, brother. And Apar too. Thanks for checking in. Always nice to see you, bro. Yeah, guys, I'll talk to you here in a sec. All right, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe right down below and hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss when we go live every single Sunday morning. YouTube thinks you might like this video here to the right. I'm going to put another playlist to the left so you can check that out. This is Chris, everyone. Bye for now.